Hello, all of you beautiful people out there. It is me, Madison, and I hope you're doing so well today. Today, you guys, we are going to be making one of my most favorite things ever. Yes, ma'am. This, I am so excited to make this, you guys. I am not shitting you. This is my favorite thing to make vegan style any day of the week. I love this so much, and I make it all the time because it's absolutely delicious. I've actually made this on my channel once before when I did Olive Garden, which I will link right up here. I recreated Olive Garden dishes, and I recreated Olive Garden's Zuppa Toscana, which is like their kale sausage soup, creamy kale sausage soup. If you've been to Olive Garden and you've had that soup, you know what I'm talking about. And I recreated it vegan style, and it is so good. I'm not kidding. This is my favorite thing, and this is the most popular dish that I make for my non-vegan, non-vegetarian friends and family that gets the most praise. I'm not kidding you guys. The soup is so friggin' good. I love it. So today we are going to be making a vegan version of Zuppa Toscana. Yes, ma'am. And in honor of this soup, I am wearing my space sweater because you could say this soup is out of this world. Oh my god. Okay, so let's get started. First, I'm gonna have a little sip of my wine with my little glass that says "Home is where your cat is," and my dog, my cat and my dog. You guys, okay, also, look at my hands. My hands are not dirty. I used self tanner and I totally screwed it up, so I'm really sorry that I look like I'm dirty. And then I was curling my hair and I burnt my hand. I don't even know how I did it. Like, how do you burn your hand right there? Girl, bye. Okay, I don't know. But anyways, cheers, you guys. Got some rosé. It's pretty good. This is some rosé made here in Texas. Okay, you guys, then as a bonus for this video, we are going to be making something special to go along with our soup. Now, what is delicious to go along with soup, to dunk it in the soup? Garlic bread. Yes, ma'am, but not just any garlic bread. We are making Madison Mukbang garlic bread today. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to show you how I make my garlic bread. You know, I don't know. I like to think it's special, but who knows? So that is what we are going to start off with today. So let's get started. Okay. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put the bread? Oh, it's right here. So you guys, I went to H-E-B and I got this big old fat piece of bread. Now it is kind of thin, but that's okay. It's totally gonna work just fine. So we're gonna open it up. Let me tell you something, guys. One of my favorite things is like a crispy outer edge of bread and then a mushy, buttery center. So good. I'm so excited to make this. Okay, here we go. So let's cut this bad boy in half. Now, I don't have a serrated knife, like the knife with the blade that's like a bread knife, Madison. I don't have one of those. So we're gonna use this shitty knife, this Cuisinart knife that I've had forever, to cut this in half. So I have to be very careful because it's not gonna be very even or clean, but we'll try. We'll see what happens. Who besides me thinks of Subway whenever they cut bread like this? Me? Just me? Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not too it, chabbies. Okay, so which side should we use? This side, I have a feeling, is like gonna be way delicious. You know what? I want to use this side because the crust on this side feels much more firm, and I really like the crispy crust with the gooey inside. So this is the side that we're going to use. I'm going to save this for another day. So let me put this back. I'll be right back. Now that we have the bread ready, let me turn on my burner and heat up my cast iron. And we are going to start melting some butter, some honey butter. Okay, so while that's heating up, let me grab my vegan butter. The vegan butter that I prefer is Earth Balance. This is the vegan butter that I've used forever now. like the best one that I found with the best buttery taste. And we are going to be putting, I don't know, just a little bit in the bottom. I say a little bit, I'm putting like a whole big old spoonful in there. While this is melting down, in this bowl right here, I have very finely minced onion. Now I would recommend using red onion. I thought I had a red onion, but I didn't because I ate it. Shocking. So this is white onion, but I would recommend red onion and finely dicing it. And underneath here is also garlic. I have lots of garlic and lots of onion in this bowl that we are gonna throw here on the butter, okay? Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna put the bread off to the side, and we are going to be chopping up some fresh rosemary, you guys. Now this is the key to some delicious garlic bread, at least for me, because I love rosemary, garlic, and onion infused butter. It's just so good. So I'm just taking the sprigs off the top of the rosemary stem, and then just so you guys know a little trick, you guys of course probably already know this. I feel like I'm always like lecturing, not lecturing, but like teaching you guys stuff you already know. But for rosemary, you see how the leaves they like grow up like this? So you take your fingers and you pull down like this, and it strips all of the rosemary off of the stem. So now it's necky. Okay, and we are going to finely chop this up. So just get it and chop it up. And clean your blade, gather it back up. Chop, 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 chop. Chop, 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 chop. Clean your blade, gather it back up, and chop, 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 chop. Let's throw that in. But all this butter that I'm putting in here is enough to butter both of those breads, if not more, because what I don't use to butter this half of the bread, I'm gonna save. And yeah, so there's a lot of butter going on in here. To this, we are going to be adding a ton of black pepper, however much you'd like, really. Okay, and some salt. Usually, like when I used to make garlic bread, I would melt butter with just garlic powder and onion powder and not use fresh ingredients, and definitely not use rosemary. And it was good, but like this just takes it to a whole nother level, you guys. I'm serious, it's so freaking good. And now it's time to butter the bread. All right, so I have this like little rubber brush that I'm gonna be using to pick up the butter and smear it all over this bread. Yes, ma'am. So, and then I like to scoop up all those bits in there, all those flavorful onions and bits of rosemary, all that pepper in there. I'm gonna go put this on a baking dish and get it ready to go in the oven in just a little bit, okay? All right. Now let's move on to the soup. Before we get started, I do want to say that I did an Instagram story that's actually still on my Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram, Madison Mukbang. It's listed, linked down below. I did an Instagram story where I cooked this soup and shared it with you guys on how to cook it. And so many of you guys, I have never received so many messages or tags from any recipe that I've shared with you guys more than this one. Y'all made it more than any other recipe that I've shared with you guys. And I got so many pictures and so many messages of y'all telling me that y'all really liked it. So this is why I really wanted to make a video out of it again, because I really just, not only do I love it, I'm so happy that y'all love it. Okay, so anyways, just wanted to put that out there. Moving on. So for this soup, I have right here, these are the tofurkey Italian sausages. The packaging looks like this. I don't know if that's in focus, but that's what the packaging looks like. You can use any kind of vegan sausage that you want for this soup. I actually have the Beyond Meat sausages that I wanted to try for this soup, but you know, like I I can't change it up, at least not for this video, because I love these sausages for soups because they bring out so much flavor, and I think it's imperative for the flavor of this soup. So I really recommend the Tofurkey Italian sausage soup, or Italian sausages for this soup. You can find these at Walmart, you guys. They're very widely popular. So keep an eye out for these and get them for this soup. I really recommend them. But again, you can use any vegan sausages you'd like. Then we have some kale. I have a whole bunch of kale right here. I have 2 russet potatoes. You can use any kind of potatoes you'd like. I like russet potatoes. Sometimes I use red potatoes, Yukon Gold, whatever. And then I have 1 big ass onion. Look at this onion. It's huge. Humongo. Okay, so let's get started on prepping these ingredients. The first thing that I'm gonna prep are the potatoes. So I'm gonna peel them and then I'll be right back. You guys, do you have a trash bowl that you keep on the counter with you when you cook? Like these? They're super helpful I just throw all my trash in there. I used to only use this bowl for composting, but we don't have composting here in my apartment, but in my house I used to compost. So now I just kind of throw everything in this bowl right here. They're so super helpful to just have on your counter while you're cooking and prepping all of your ingredients, and you can just throw everything in there instead of having to like run over to the trash can real quick. So now let's dicey these potatoes. Okay, I have a bad habit when I cut my potatoes or when I dice them. I always dice them too big, which, you know, I don't really mind like big chunky potatoes in my soup, but you know, like they tend to be too big. So I'm gonna make an effort to cut them up pretty small. That looks good for me. You know, you can put as many potatoes in as you want. Like if you want the soup to stretch a little bit longer, put some more potatoes in there. It don't matter. Do what you want to do. It's your soup. Now let's chop up this Texas size onion. I can't get over how big these onions are. I would use a whole, like, regular size onion, like a medium to large size onion, but since this one is so big, we're gonna only use half. All right, so let's chop this bad boy up. And I know I just said chop, but we are actually going to slice this onion. Cut it in half. I need to sharpen my knives. They're not very sharp. I'm pretty bad at that. I go a long time without sharpening my knives. We'll take off the skin and the first layer of onions, okay? So again, the paper skin and then the first layer of onions is what's gonna come off. This layer of onion right here, it doesn't like cook very well, so I always recommend taking it off when you're gonna cook. So take all that off. We're gonna take off the root of the onion, just like that. Now that we've got our onion in half, you guys, I'm giving you an onion tutorial here. We are going to cut the onion this way, going along the lines of the onion, because we are going to be cooking them. They cook much better when you cut along the lines of the onion. If you're going to be serving your onions raw, cut them this way. They taste fine, but they don't cook as well. They turn really mushy. So we are going to be cooking or cutting the onions this way. So starting at one end, and you can follow the lines of the onions, or you can cut them as thick or as thin as you'd like. Go ahead and chop your onion. All right, so onion's done. So now let's cut up our sausages. As thick or as thin as you'd like. So, I love these sausages. They're so good. Okay, let me clean my hands. I'll be right back. This is some extra virgin olive oil from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's has really good deals on olive oil. Trader Joe's has really good deals on everything. I now love Trader Joe's. So we are going to be putting in a generous amount of olive oil. Yes, ma'am. The oil is heating up, and the first step to the soup is putting in the sausages. What we are going to be doing is infusing the olive oil with the flavors from the sausage. So we're gonna cook the sausages pretty well, which is gonna extract the flavors from the sausages, and it's going to really bring all of the flavor from the sausages into the whole of the soup. Okay, you guys? I know it sounds weird, but just bear with me. Trust me, it's so good. Like I said before, y'all, we are going to cook the shit out of these sausages. We're not gonna burn them, we're gonna cook them thoroughly to where like it's like they're almost overcooked, but not exactly. Just trust me on this. You don't want to skip this step because it really extracts all of the flavor from those sausages into the olive oil, which is then gonna spread into the entirety of the soup. We are gonna take out the sausages. You guys, I did use the whole package of the tofurkey sausages. You don't have to use the whole package. You can use 2, 3 sausages, whatever you'd like. Try to leave the oil in the pan because we need that to saute the rest of the ingredients that we're gonna be putting in the soup. So, now we are going to be adding our onions. So let's saute up this onion, you guys. The onions have softened up nicely. We are going to be adding 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, minced garlic. Y'all, my camera cut off and I didn't realize it until just now, but I just want to let you know that I did add in the diced potatoes. So those are in there right now. And now what we are going to be adding in is 4 cups of the Better Than Bouillon No Chicken base. This is what the packaging looks like right here. Better Than Bouillon No Chicken base. I always say no chicken base. I don't know, I like to say chicken. But there is also a chicken base, but you want to make sure you're getting the no chicken base because this one is vegan and it's absolutely delicious. So please try it out if you can find it in your stores. I also have it linked down below in my description box. Okay, so we're gonna add this in. Now, if you want to make your soup last longer, you can add in an extra cup of chicken base. You can also use vegetable stock, or like a vegan beef flavored stock, whatever, it doesn't matter. I prefer this and it tastes the best. So if you can get your paws on this, I really recommend it. Also, y'all, in one of my latest videos where I made the butternut squash rigatoni, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna link it right here. I was messing around with Alexa. I just got Alexa, and so many of y'all were commenting that Alexa was answering y'all's questions. Oh my God, I was dying at y'all's comments, and I also, like, seriously felt so bad.
I didn't catch the other thing you said. I didn't catch the other thing you said.
I think my Alexa's broken because she ain't right. Like half the time I fight with her, like all the time. Like we're fighting Alexa. We just can't understand each other. We don't have great communication skills. So anyways, Alexa warning. That is what I'm gonna say in my
Warning
videos.
was a British thoroughbred racehorse and sire.
Alexa, for those of y'all who have Alexa in your home. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Do you see what I'm saying?
10 minutes, starting now.
Here, y'all, I have about 1.5 to 2 cups of raw cashews that I actually meant to soak. I actually got up really early to go to work this morning and I got my cashews out and I meant to soak them, but I totally forgot. So if you don't have time to soak your cashews, what you can do is you can boil them. I boil them for about 20 minutes, and after you boil or soak your cashews, you want to rinse them off with fresh water, and that's what I did here. So we are going to be making some cashew cream, and this is the key ingredient to the soup, y'all. Now, if y'all can't have cashews or anything like that, some alternative options would be some coconut milk, coconut cream. If you can't have like nuts, maybe something like cauliflower, like you could boil some cauliflower and blend it up to where it's nice and creamy and put that in there. You can use soy milk. You can like get a pot of soy milk and reduce it down to where it becomes a lot thicker in consistency and put that in there. That would be really nice as well. So there's always options if you can't use cashews, but I love cashew cream. It's one of my favorite things. So we're gonna add in the almond milk, and you want to add in your almond milk over the level of the cashews, okay? Because that's gonna make the best cashew cream. I, for the life of me, don't know why I would like try to fill up the almond milk up to here and think like I was gonna make some really like thick cream and it was gonna be delicious. No, cover them up. I promise you, you won't regret it. It's the best consistency. So just right over the cashews, okay? Hey y'all, okay. So 2 things. I either wasn't recording when I thought I was, or something happened to the rest of the clips from making the soup, but it's gone. So the remainder of the steps, I don't have any footage for. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna insert the rest of my Instagram story here. The audio is really bad, so I'm sorry, but basically it's really easy. After the potatoes have been cooking for like 10 minutes, you add in the kale, you add back in the sausage, the cashew cream, some salt and pepper, and you cook it for like 5 to 10 minutes. No, for like 3 minutes. And then it's ready to go. And okay, so you're gonna see that here in a second. But listen, okay. When I was about to do the mukbang part of this video, you guys, my very best friend called me, and I ended up talking to her on the phone for over an hour. Like I put the soup on like warm, and I kept everything like ready to go for later so I could talk to her. And I ended up drinking the rest of that bottle of wine while I was on the phone with her. And I didn't know this, you guys, but I looked at the label the next morning and it's 14% alcohol by volume, which is pretty high for a rosé. But what I'm trying to tell you is, in the footage, I toe up from the flow up. And I totally thought it was cool. I was like, nah, I'm cool. I can totally like be cool. Like I can, like it's good. I can do this. No, I'm like slurring my words and everything. So, it's rough. I was like, I'm not gonna post it. But you know, I worked really freaking hard on this soup. So, and honestly, like, I know I'm being extra in it, but like it was good. It was so good. Okay, but anyways, I just thought I'd tell you guys that. Stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs. I just reduced the heat to pretty low just now. So we are going to add the rest of the ingredients. So the first thing we'll add back in is the sausage. So put it in there. Now we are going to add the cashew cream. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is my favorite part. Oh. I love cashew cream so much. I'm freaking giddy. Like, this makes me so happy. Okay. So, put all that up there. Okay. And then, you guys, so let me make sure the fire's still on. Yeah, okay, still on. This thing likes to like give out sometimes. Okay, so we're gonna stir that back in, and then we are going to add in some kale. I made this like about a week ago, and I used dinosaur kale instead of, what is this kale called? I don't know. Regular kale, and it was good, but I didn't put enough kale in, and it wasn't up to my standards. So I like to put like 4 to 5 to 6 cups of kale in there because I don't know, it just tastes so good with the cashew cream. Oh, it's just absolutely delicious having like a leafy soup. I don't know, but it's my jam. So we are just going to cook this up, okay? Maybe like 3 to 5 minutes, okay? Also, you guys, I forgot to mention to add salt and pepper or whatever kind of seasonings, herbs, spices you like to the soup. But look at this, you guys. It's creamy, it's hearty. Look at all that kale in there. There's sausages, potatoes. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God, it's so thick and creamy. And here is my garlic bread, which I'm so excited about. Yes, ma'am. This is very, very thick soup. So I would totally recommend a cup of water or some kind of stock to thin it out a little bit if you like that, but I don't. I like it thick. On top of this soup, I'm going to be adding the Follow Your Heart Parmesan shreds. This is the best vegan Parmesan you will ever find. You can also use any kind of vegan cheese that you prefer, but I'm telling you, this shit is bomb.diggity.com. Okay, so I'm gonna be throwing that all on there. Then to the top of the Follow Your Heart vegan Parmesan shreds, I'm going to be adding the McCormick's bacon pieces. This is bacon flavored chips. These are vegan. I don't know if you guys have seen this and didn't know that they were vegan, but they are vegan. They are made out of soy proteins. And I'm going to be adding these to the top of my soup. Holy shit. Wow. Whoa. Oh my God. Wow. Oh, the bread is so good. Wow. Holy shit. Wow. I gotta get some water. I'm going to be drinking the Texas Limestone Filtered Rambler Sparkling Water. I just saw this in H-E-B today, so we'll see how it tastes. Super carbonated. Love it. Little mini burp for you. Okay. Oh my God, this is so delicious. Holy shit. I'm not kidding you guys, it's so good. Let me try to get some sausage in there. Okay, there's some sausage. So good. Y'all, I really hope that y'all can try this soup. Look at this big ass mountain that I want to eat. I'm creating an avenue to where I can do so. A little point of soup dispensary into my mouth. Y'all, I know that's messy, but oh my god. If you only knew how delicious it was. Oh my goodness. It's so good. Y'all, for the latter part of this video, we are going to be finishing the comments or questions slash shout outs from my community tab that I left, I don't know, maybe a week ago. So the first one is from Shanaira Elise. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Love your videos, can't get enough. Thank you so much. I've been a vegan for over a year and I'm a fitness slash health addict, but lately I've been lost on what to meal prep. Any ideas? Let me just stuff myself full of food while I answer that. Honestly, like, I'm not really one to answer that as far as like meal prep. But what I can tell you is that I used to meal prep a long time ago. And I used to meal prep a lot of like kale quinoa or kale and couscous salads, black beans and rice, and like lettuce, tomatoes and onions and cilantros, and then just bring along like either flour tortillas or corn tortillas, whatever you'd like. That was my go-to lunch for a long time. But now I always eat when I like before I go to work or when I get home from work, so I don't have to like worry about meal prep and stuff like that. Megan Church says, can I please have a shout out? Of course, Megan Church. How you doing? Shout out to you. moving on. Kitty cat. Oh, hi kitty cat. Love your comments. Says, have you a man yet? Heart emoji 2019. No man. So Genevieve says, shout out to you, Genevieve. What is your favorite candy and toys when you were a little girl? Mine was Baker Oven and my fake food. Plus My Little Ponies and Strawberry Shortcake too. I had the Little Bake Easy, like the Easy Bake Oven, right? That's what you're talking about? I also had a like plethora of Barbies, and I don't even know why, which is kind of weird to me. Because I was never really into Barbies. And I remember playing Army Fort. We called it Army Fort with my friends, where we would hide under blankets and throw things at each other to try to like sabotage one another. So I grabbed all of my Barbies and I ripped all of their heads and legs off and used that as ammunition to throw across my room in an effort to take down the other side. I remember my mom came in and was like, what happened to your Barbies? And I was like, I used them as weaponry, Mom. And she was like, okay. I obviously didn't care that much about them, right? Okay. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Oh my gosh. There's a ladybug walking around the rim of a glass right now. Oh, he just flew away. Where'd he go? He just flew away that way. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's okay. I don't know where he went. Mm-hmm. Man, this is so good. Please make this, you guys. You will not regret it. Whoa. That is it for me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you make this because it's absolutely delicious. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.